So what's going on today, guys? So if you watched the last video, I said I was going to do a review on the quick release hub in the Mustang, and well, it's next week, so I guess I'll do the review on it. It's fine. I haven't had any problems. The washers, I'm pretty sure they're supposed to go in here, but none of the screws are coming loose on it, so it's fine. The bolts right here, I didn't think they would stay on that well, because there's some kind of weird size that I don't have, like the nuts are, and so I just kind of winged it with those, with a wrench that I tried my hardest to make sure that it'd, stay on there. No problems. The only part that wiggles is the console thing itself, or not the console, my bad, but the bearing in there. I think there's like a little encasing that the steering rack goes into, and it's just from people, like, since this wheel was on here, it's just people like grabbing onto it to get out, because it's a pretty low car. I mean, it's not slammed by no means, but it's a car and it's still low. So, and the guy that had it before me was like 6'3", so makes sense why that's loose. But other than that, this doesn't wiggle, and that doesn't, like, it doesn't shake or anything. I haven't had any problems with it popping out, so it's cool. I enjoy it. It's cool to have. But it is kind of a pain in the ass. I won't lie. It is, because of trying to carry a wheel around and my book bag not having straps on it. So, or like a strap thing to go around here just to carry the wheel on my book bag. If that was the case, I'd carry it into school and anywhere I went. But for now, I just kind of leave it in the car because I don't, really care. I'm still in a small town, so I'm not too worried about that. But when I move after school, then that's when I will have to take it off and take it everywhere I go, because, don't really want nobody stealing my car. So, quick release, pull the keys, whatever. I also got door panels for it, about, I think on last Saturday, and they're trashed, but I have a plan for them. This line here is going to be my reference line on the other two door panels, and I'm going to cut it the exact same way on that door panel. I just think it'd look cool if I brought that down and kind of kept it with the material of the door panel, because it is good to right about here on both of them. And like, they had it on a piece of, he had them up, the guy I got it from had them up in his attic like this, and there was a piece of wood here and a piece of wood here. The door panel set like across them flat. Well, moisture got to them through his garage, and they kind of just they just warped themselves. And the tops of them, thankfully, have like some metal structuring in them. Like, not metal structuring, but they have like structure from like here up. So it's good here. My only concern is being it down there. It might be a little iffy, but I might be able to work something out there. But oh, I want to pull the key out before I do anything. Don't want to listen to that. But I do have door panels, and I'm making custom door cards, and that's why I said I was going to cut that one, because I'm going to cut it, and it's going to come across, and then it's going to come down, and I need to find like a little, like, if you can see it, that little trim piece that goes around here. I'll be putting that on. This will go into the door card itself, and yeah, so, oh, and for anybody that hasn't seen the car or looked through my YouTube, it's a 93 Fox body Mustang. It's an LX, which means it's base model pretty much. GTs had like a lower, like they had a body kit on them pretty much. They had like a lower front bumper and like the spat pieces there, and like skirts and rear bumpers, and they're just, to me, they are ugly. I don't like a GTs. I like the LX cars. They look a lot nicer to me. But that's just my own, like, that's my own personal opinion on that. But I mean, I'm enjoying the car. It's cool. If I ever get the money to build it and I still have the car, I do want to do like a drift build with it, which that's far in the future because this is just my daily for now while the pickup's down. It blew a spark plug out of the head because 5.4 problems, you know. But hold on, just give me a minute. I'm gonna set that there. I'm gonna set you guys here. Oh. But yeah, so that's my plans if I actually still have the car then, is to just get an angle kit for it, because I know they sell this stuff. I've looked into it a little bit. There's some things I might have to fab up myself, but you know, I can get coilovers for it. I can get, I think I can get an angle kit for it, and the best part is I want to keep the 4-cylinder in it. I just think it'd be cooler to see like a 4-cylinder Mustang drifting. Like, I've seen a couple 5.0s, and I think the majority of you have too. The 5.0 Fox body drift cars, T5, you know, 5-speed transmission. Like, yeah, you can build power with a 5.0 and everything, but I think the challenge would be funner if I did it with a 4-cylinder, since I already have the engine, and in the car it does actually have like only 87,000 miles on it, so the engine's not really like worn out. The transmission is. I need to find another transmission for it, but that's okay. That's, you know, later on down the road, whatever, you know. I ain't gonna worry about it until it actually blows up and I lose second gear, because the synchros in second suck. They don't want to go in. When the car is cold, it does, but when the car is warmed up and you're driving around, the only way it'll go into second is if you're turning a corner, left or right. It'll kind of glide right in. You'll hear it grind a little bit, but it'll go in. But when you're driving in a straight line, you can't get it to go in. You kind of, when you're going in a straight line, you also have to like hold the clutch in, let the car rev down, kind of idle, and then you can pop it into second, which it's weird, but that'll get addressed at some point. But other than that, I mean, the engine's solid. There's no problems with it. It doesn't make any weird clattering noise. I've been checking the oil on it because I have ripped the car around a little bit, and I was just wondering if it burned any. And it does not burn oil at all, so that's why I'm saying it's a good motor. It's perfectly okay. But yeah, that's that's the plan, is drift car. I don't really plan on building a drag car out of it or anything, because drifting's fun for me. And I know there's not a lot of drift tracks around here, so that's another problem I'm gonna have. But I still think it'd be cool to have a drift car, and if I have to travel a couple hours to go to a drift event, then whatever, that's cool, that's fine. But I am gonna have 5.0 badges for it, and I am gonna put those on just because I think it's funny. And I have the pony wheels for this car. I have fats for the back and like a little bit skinnier tire for the front. 2 of the tires are popped off the bead, so I'll have to get those situated at some point. These tires are still pretty decent, like for a car tire, and I mean, they're pretty cheap tires. I don't even know, like Douglas tires. I mean, I've seen them on a couple cars and trucks, I think, but that's about it. They're not really a popular tire. I'm sure they're cheap, but they don't have any weather checks in them or anything, so that's why I'm keeping these on here for now, is because I don't want to have tires that I can't drive the car out of town on. So that's why I'm leaving these on here for now until I can get new tires for the other rims. But we'll cross that road when we get there. And I'm kind of also thinking about painting the car, like, so you can see the clear's fading, or like peeling there and here. Definitely the hood's messed up because somebody didn't get it latched all the way, and it flung open, and you can see there that it's like all caved in right here because the hood flew open. You can see on the hood here, and there's a dent and there's a bunch of leaves back in there. But you know, that's minor stuff. I can get that worked out, no problem. But I'm pretty impressed with the car so far. This is my best trade by far. If I clean the car up, I know they're worth anywhere from like $3 to $4 grand. So yeah, I know the car's worth money. I don't want to really sell it. most kids my age by now would have like a new car because we're getting ready to graduate and everybody's buying their kids new cars. I got my own graduation car and this is it. It's my last trade for a while, unless I get tired of the car or something, then, you know, I might get rid of it. But I don't see that happening for a while because I enjoy it. It's fun to drive. It's a nice little build. It needs work, and it's not a lot of it. It's just pretty much like interior, body work, simple stuff that I know I can do. So that's kind of why I want to grab my speaker. And so yeah, that's kind of an update for you on the Mustang and the steering wheel, and like the quick release part of it anyway. But it's cool. Check out D&D Performance if anybody is wanting to do this to their car. D&D Performance Interior is what they're called. You can find them on Facebook, Instagram, or you can find most of their stuff on eBay, but they also have a website, so you can go and look up their stuff there. But they sell pretty much anything and everything, really. They sell the quick release hubs, they sell wheels, they sell these pieces, but I don't know what they're called. If anybody can figure that out, just leave it in the comments for somebody else so they see that. But they come with 2 different styles of bolt patterns. So, and the majority of these I have seen, they do come with the double bolt pattern, so that's cool. So yeah, I mean, that's kind of like, that's it. The car's kind of, it's dirty, but I'm not too worried about it. But D&D is the company. I can give you guys a little look at that. So yeah, that's the company that I got the quick release from. I decided to go with their stuff because I decided to go with their quick release just because I knew it would work with my wheel, and I'm sure some other company would have, but they were also the cheapest I could find. So that's why I went with them. This hub costed me probably like $60. Free shipping, can't go wrong with that. Yeah. So I think I'm gonna end the video here because I have nothing else to talk about with the car. I'll try Friday night. I'll try to have the pickup video uploaded because I have some news for it and kind of some stuff that I have done and I just haven't talked about it yet. And so I will make a video on that, and that should come out like Friday when I have time, because I don't work on Friday and I don't have to deal with anything. I just got off of work, so I just came out here to make a short little video for y'all to give you a weekly update on the wheel hub. So yeah, I guess I'll catch y'all in the next one.